What's going on, everybody? Episode 17 of the Pearson podcast. Welcome, and I hope you are all, whoever's watching this, whatever is watching this, I hope you are having an amazing day and an amazing life. Today, I've had a decently busy week. Going back and forth, a lot of driving. Today was my dad's birthday celebration. His birthday is tomorrow. He's turning 48, and I made him some barbecue chicken. That the recipe I got from How to Barbecue Right on YouTube. Man, it is so good. Like, we have a Traeger grill, and if you don't know about the Traeger grills, it's pellets. It's you cook it from wood, and so basically, like, you get sawdust and compact it, and you can get all types of different flavors. You can get, oh yeah, and by the way, I'm sorry if I'm sniffing. I have allergies right now. So yeah, you can get all different types of wood. Cherry, hickory, almond, pecan, apple. It's like all those will create a different smoke, smell, and in turn flavor the whatever you're cooking drastically different. So today I did a mixture of hickory and cherry pellets, and just to go over the recipe quickly. If you want to look it up, it's How to Barbecue Right on YouTube, and it's like how to make barbecue chicken, something like that. And so basically, you make a barbecue rub. I'm not gonna go through like what's in each thing. If you're really curious, look up the video. But you basically sprinkle down some rub, which is the dry seasoning. I think I'm pretty sure it doesn't make a whole big difference time wise. 20 to 30 minutes and above, but like marinating, having the dry rub marinate in the chicken. But I did it for like half an hour to an hour. So sprinkle it all on. We had a bunch of thighs, some big nice thighs, some like Squidward eating Krabby Patty thighs, and if you know that reference, God bless. So yeah. So it's gonna be, temperature is gonna be 275. Set the trigger to 275. Temperature is same all the way throughout. So once the chicken has been marinated for however long you want to have it marinate for, you put it on the grill, and then you have this mop. So you let it go half an hour, and you have this mop. It's like a very liquidy barbecue sauce, basically. It's like it's the consistency of water, and you basically take a brush, and then every half an hour, you mop on the baste, and it's to give it more flavor. It's to keep it juicy, and it makes a huge difference. So basically, every half an hour you mop it on, and then I believe like an hour and a half in, you flip, mop, flip again, mop, and then add the sauce, which is you take whatever barbecue sauce you want, heat it up so one is hot, and two, it gets a little thinner, gets a little bit more runny, and then you mop on the barbecue sauce. You do that, you mop, flip, mop with the sauce, and then let it go half an hour, flip, and then do that final glaze with the sauce, let it go in final half an hour, and boom, it is done. And so what you're doing is building layers of flavor. and oh my god, the meat was juicy, tender, flavorful. Like, I mean, it was amazing in every single way. Um, yeah, it was great, and my dad liked it. My mom liked it. My grandma liked it. We had it was basically my family and my grandparents. And luckily, my grandparents and my parents are fully vaccinated, so we didn't have to wear masks. Because for the first, year of COVID, we one couldn't even see my grandparents, and to some people that might not be a big deal, but my grandparents were like a huge part of my life. Um, so that was very difficult. And if we did have a party or whatever, they had to wear masks. Like we all had to wear masks. And it was not fun, but obviously it was worth it to stay safe. And but now we're all vaccinated. I have the first shot of vaccination, and I'm getting my second shot in like a week or something. And that's gonna be great. It's gonna be a big load off my mind and off my back because it's just and you may not care about the virus, you may not believe in it, you may be like F masks, whatever. But I personally do. And yeah, you just take a precaution. It's not that big of a deal. Um, by the way, white, peach, and mango, so good. Yeah, I've been getting into candles. I wanna collect a bunch of candles. Something that my grandpa mentioned to me, which I thought, and I really apologize for this. These allergies I'm having. It's uncomfortable for me as well. Um, Something my grandpa told me is, well, for one, 90% of taste is smell. So, when you have a hankering for something to eat or whatever, um, and you know, maybe I don't know, maybe you don't want to eat, shouldn't eat right then, blah blah blah. Maybe you smell a candle and maybe part of your want to eat right then is supplemented. I don't know. So basically, my grandpa, he has like 8 or 9 candles lined up, and he'll basically, and he doesn't do this because he doesn't want to eat. I think he just does it because he likes candles. Plus, it gives him the satisfaction of almost eating a whole meal, I would think. So it's what he'll do is breathe out. He'll, as he's smelling it, he'll look at the label and the name to correlate his brain with the smell and be able to smell it more. So he'll breathe out, big old breathe out, and then sniff all the way in and hold it. And then as he's blowing out, he'll get the other candle ready. Smell that one, and I've done it with his lineup, and it's a quality lineup. So This is my first candle, and you know what? I don't even know if I want to burn it because I don't know if it'll make it smell like not as good or something. I don't know. Probably gonna burn it, but yeah. So yeah, if anybody knows any good candle brands, let me know because I'm getting into candles, and I want to. Oh yeah, and something that I thought of is maybe smelling 2 candles at once, maybe like a apple pie and a Granny Smith apples. I don't know, something that maybe could go together. You open two, sniff two at one time. You know what I mean? Or, cherry and banana. Make some nice smoothie or something. You know what? Who knows? I just never thought about smelling two at one time. You know what I mean? Speaking of diet, I am thinking about doing Ramadan next sometime this month. And if you don't know what Ramadan is, it's a Muslim tradition that they do once a year to do what has a lot of health benefits. But you basically for 1 month, a specific month that I believe changes because they choose something that has to do with the stars, I believe. When you wake up, you fast. You don't eat or drink water or anything. You don't eat anything or drink anything until 8 at night. Then you can eat whatever until 4:30 in the morning, but obviously you're sleeping, so it's probably from 8 to 10 or something to when you're eating. And yeah, it's there's a lot of benefits. One is well, I mean, who knows? I just looked this up on Google, so who knows if it's accurate, but increases brain activity, lowers cholesterol, like the bad cholesterol, and a big part of it is it takes away bad habits, bad diet habits, because I have to stop drinking coffee. I don't have to. I know I don't, but I've never been one to need something to go on with the day. And I know I've talked about this before. I don't need coffee, but I want it really badly. You know what I mean? But then then you think, do I even want it really badly? Like, is it even that essential to me? Like, because basically I just it's almost like an excuse to drink a nice drink in the morning because it's so, and that's just a thought that I came to right now. It's like, it's almost like it's so natural. Everybody drinks coffee in the morning. But it's like, it's almost like a dessert. Well, the way I have it, at least. Because I'll either have it black or like with a lot of cream. I can't have it like with a dash or whatever of cream, or I just, and I don't like really like it black. It's just, some beans, like if I grind the beans and brew it right there, I like a quality roast like that. But do I like it enough to do it every morning or something like that? I don't know. I don't think so. But it's almost like a dessert for a lot of people, and especially me. And it's like, it's just excusable in my mind, I feel, just because everybody does it. And it's like it's a morning drink, and it's nice and warm and helps you wake up. And it's like, I don't want to need that to not, to be awake. And you know what, to be frank, I don't even think it wakes me up that much. I think what the most it does to wake me up is I gotta go downstairs. I gotta get up and go downstairs to get my coffee. And by the time I go downstairs, I'm up. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I don't know. And, I also take this thing called G Fuel occasionally, which G Fuel is, it's an energy drink, but it doesn't have the bad stuff that's in energy drinks like Red Bull and Monster and stuff like that. The only bad thing is it's got like an artificial sweetener that isn't the best. It's not the worst though. I forgot what the sweetener is though. You can look it up if you wish. So I do that as well. And G Fuel, it's a lot healthier than coffee, I think. Well, if I had G Fuel or black coffee would be more healthy, I think. But the way I drink it, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's difficult to compare the two. So yeah, Ramadan, and my buddy Dallas, who he's been on the podcast before, and he's on the the Meat Locker podcast, which is, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's with Josiah King, Dallas Tronsdal, and myself. The Meat Locker podcast. It's available soon on Apple Podcasts, but Google Podcasts, Spotify, and a few other places. If you basically, wherever you listen to podcasts, look it up. But it's on the video podcast is on YouTube, and yeah, we've so far only have one episode. We just did the first episode last week, and that was a ball. Poor Dallas is super. He's just been exhausted recently because Amazon. Man, god dang, Amazon. It's so good, but it whips their employees to their, it's like practically to their deathbed, like until they're smacked. Like Dallas said, he can't even take his breaks sometimes because in order to get the necessary deliveries out, he's got to do it. So, but I talked to him yesterday, and he said, yeah, that sucks, but he's also the happiest he's ever been in his life. So, but just in case you check out the podcast and then think, shoot, is he like crazy depressed or something? No, he's happy. He's just tired from his job. So yes, I'm doing Ramadan because Dallas is Muslim. Him and his wife are Muslim, and a couple of people that I follow have been doing Ramadan, and Dallas, just me and him were playing Red Dead Redemption online, just passing time yesterday, and he was like, Ramadan's been very difficult. I'm like, oh crap, you're doing Ramadan, of course, he's Muslim, and but apparently he's been having some struggles keeping motivated or something along those lines, and so I told him I was thinking about doing it, and it'd be cool to motivate each other if we were both doing it, you know what I mean? And I was low-key already almost thinking about doing it, but then when I found out my best friend's doing it, bada boom. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited to get rid of this tree trunk neck. God dang, we were taking some family photos. We haven't done a family photo in like a really long time, like all 6 of my family members. And I was just realizing I was born with a unsnappable neck. Chiropractors, they can't get in there. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. So hopefully I can chisel away some of this blubber. That's some of this scarf blubber. Just roasting myself. But yeah, so that'll be nice, and I'm also going to be taking in a good amount of protein as well as working out to maintain muscle. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, and also it's like, one, it's a very difficult challenge. So just the challenge aspect, getting over that thing, it's gonna be huge. It's a spiritual journey. It's basically good in every way. So yeah, basically I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start it after I have my symptoms from my second COVID shot, because I may not have anything, but I'm assuming the worst, and I'm assuming that I'm going to have I'm just assuming the worst. So hopefully, if I'm out for a day or two, then I don't want to be fasting during that. Just I want to have to stay hydrated and everything like that. So I am going to start Ramadan after those symptoms go away, and that's gonna be great. that is going to be great as well. Or as well. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult, you know, eating healthy. Um, and by the way, I apologize for my voice being so gravelly. It's it's difficult for me not to have that happen. Um, yeah, that's just what it is, and I apologize. Um, yeah, I mean, it's so difficult. Me, because I really want to get in shape and eat healthy and everything, but on my other hand, I see on this hand, eat healthy, work out every day, blah blah blah. On this hand, I am a chef and I know how to make everything that I love. I know how to make absolutely deliciously. And it's like, and it's so, and I just love food as well. Like I told you, I love adequate food. I love frozen taquitos and frozen burritos and, you know, like all that crap and grilled cheeses. And, but the way I make grilled cheeses, they might as well be gourmet. Um, and I want to do, like, it's difficult because, I almost want to make cooking videos, but I'm also, because I want longevity, and I also want to feel good in my body. And right now, I don't feel that great in my body. I feel decent, but I know it's not where I want to be. You know what I mean? So it's a hard thing, and a lot of the time, which I feel like with most addictions, this would probably reign true, is I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, so I'm gonna go crazy today. And then that day comes, tomorrow comes, and you're like, we've got frozen taquitos though, you know what I mean? Might as well finish those off and then do it the next day. And then something else comes in, something else, and it's just like never stops. And it's like, I know I want to be healthy, and I know I want to look like a chiseled statue. And, if it means, I was gonna say if it means not eating the way I used to eat or not eating good food, that would be fine. But then again, my grandpa, he he eats this stuff that maybe most would think not isn't good, and it's a little difficult to explain, but it's the equivalent to big healthy salad, and to him he craves it like I crave a Popeye's chicken sandwich. I feel like so. So if I do this Ramadan and I eat moderately healthy and have protein shakes and blah 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 and work out, hopefully by the end of these this Ramadan, which would be the month after May, like 14th, I should be done. May, April, May, June, June 14th. I should be done with it, and hopefully by then I will be craving stuff that's actually good for my body. Because as I said, it's like I want longevity. It's like, it's a difficult thing of what this world has done with food, because it's like, if chicken nuggets, for example, was never invented, and everybody just stuck with protein, seared or baked meat with a side of vegetables or whatever, like whole foods, then people would eat that and people would be healthy as a skunk. Because it's like, I'm sure some people would overeat the meat and vegetables or something like that, but it's like, and water. Like, I don't even think we're supposed to eat milk or drink milk. I think, like, I don't think we're supposed to. Or, you know, lemonade. There's lemon juice. Yeah, you can drink lemon juice, but it should just be water. I really want to go strictly water too, but I like things like tea as well, and polars, but they might as well just be tea and polars. And if you don't know what polars are, it's seltzer water, 0 calorie seltzer water with no flavors at all, flavorers, sweeteners, whatever. Um, they might as well be water in my mind. And I mean, maybe carbonation is bad. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's Polar's tea and water. Maybe the occasional G Fuel until I run out, but also and maybe I would get G Fuel, but I'm also on the other hand of all this, kind of a bonus, not even the other hand. I'm trying to save every single ding dong dime now. It's like I'm trying to save as much as I can because, plain and simple, I want to have a happy life. And if me not having the most indulgent life right now means I will be set in the future, God bless. And yeah, I will still splurge on things like going on vacations and camping trips and stuff like that. But as far as the occasional hangout with my friends, get a beer and some lunch, that's like, I don't know, $30, 40 probably. And I would rather invest that $40 into crypto or stocks, and like that's gonna make me so much. I mean, it's not only gonna not lose money, it's gonna make money, and probably 10x the amount. And that's just one gathering, and it's like and I'm in a very fortunate, I mean, just saying I'm in a very fortunate situation doesn't even come close to just how fortunate I am being in the situation I am, where I'm living at home. I have minimal bills. And I've set my life up to be that. Heck, I got rid of my car, and I'm borrowing my little brother's car. Is that demoralizing, or does it make me feel bad about myself? No, because one, it's by choice, and two, I don't know. But if me choosing that makes me happy, then that makes me happy. It's as simple as that. I should be doing the things that make me happy, and not only make me happy now, but make me happy in the future as well. So, I mean, it's all a very difficult thing. Let me make sure I'm recording, because if I'm not, all right, thank God. Yeah, I mean, it's a complicated thing, but I'm gonna get out that subject. Maybe get back onto it later this episode, but I'm gonna go into me and my little brother are going to Japan. Speaking of not spending money, well, that's the kind of things I was, save up for a trip, vacation, things like that. Yeah, me and my brother are planning a trip to Japan. We don't know when it'll be. Obviously, the sooner the better. But we're wanting around $2,500 to $3,000 per person. because one, we could go for cheaper, but if you're going on vacation, you wanna spend a good amount of money, and that's enough to where we would probably come back with a decent amount. But then again, who knows? I low key almost wanted to get a tattoo in Japan as well. Sorry if that was loud. I wanted to get a tattoo in Japan. So that would definitely take a healthy chunk. But yeah, that would be fun. And so, like I said, we don't exactly know when, but we know we want at least 2,500 per person. And, my little brother, he's 14 years old. So for him to get 2,500 to 3,000, that's going to be difficult. But it's got me brainstorming. Like I'm thinking about starting this landscaping business this summer, and bringing him on as an employee. So if we go hard, we would be able to make that money this summer. So, but it's a difficult thing. But yeah, and of course, like I made the Alaska video, I'm gonna be making a video of Japan. It's gonna be epic. Every single trip I go on from now on, I'm gonna make a video on it, even if it's with my family. Just because it like, and I say this all the time, but if I didn't make that Alaska video, and I took the occasional picture or video or blah blah blah, like most people do on vacations, it would feel like a dream, and it still does feel like a complete dream. Like I never actually did it, but having that video, having the music and the everything portray the emotions that I felt in that during that time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's my first video I've ever uploaded on this channel. It's called Backpacking in Alaska or something like that. And if I didn't make that video, just having that video is it's priceless. It's an absolute gem. And yes, there are things that I wish I did different about it, of course, and things I did more. I wish I had the presence of mind to record and things like that. But that was my first real video for things like that. Yeah. Basically, why I brought that up is having a video like that captures the memory so much better than the occasional picture and video, because that paired with editing, paired with music, it makes you go through it again, and it's almost like when I watch it, I can go on it again and again and again. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And on that note, I'm gonna call it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I really did. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day and a beautiful life and a beautiful wife or husband or whatever you want to do. And subscribe for more podcasts every single Monday. Peace.